Hello everyone, I'm Brendan Lane.
And I'm Sam Webster. Terrell Butler will be along later with South Sports.
Welcome to another amazing edition of Sbtv.
Today's Friday, February 20th, 2026.
Your news from the South Side starts right now.
Sometimes you need to get knocked down before you can really figure out what your fight is and how you need to fight it. Sometimes you need to feel the pain and sting of defeat to activate the real passion and purpose that God predestined inside of you.
There's a choice we're making, we're saving our own lives. It's true, we make a brighter day, just you and me. Come on now, let me hear you.
We are the world.
We are the world.
We are the children.
We are the children.
We are the ones who make a brighter day. So let's start giving.
So let's start giving.
There's a choice we're making. We're saving our lives. It's true, we make a brighter day. Just you and me. Yeah, yeah. We are the world.
We are the world.
We are the children.
Hello Braves. As you know, February is Black History Month, and we have been paying tribute to some of these amazing people and sharing their stories with you this month. The next person we'd like to introduce you to is known for blending funk, rock, pop, and soul into a unique Minneapolis sound. He has often played all instruments on his records. He was a master performer, songwriter, and producer, highlighted by his iconic Purple Rain era. The cultural icon I am referring to is a man named Prince.
Prince Rogers Nelson was an American singer, songwriter, musician, dancer, and actor. Often credited as an influence on music and one of the greatest musicians of his era, he pioneered the Minneapolis sound and was influential in the evolution of various other genres of music. Born to jazz singer Matty Della and pianist and songwriter John Lewis Nelson, Prince signed a record deal with Warner Brothers Records at the age of 18, releasing his first album, For You, 2 years later. According to the album notes, Prince wrote, produced, arranged, composed, and played all 27 instruments on the recording.
Tell me, what do you think is the easiest way to get to China?
Dig.
Good answer, good answer. Do you think that you'll ever be able to grow a real mustache?
Guess not.
In 1979, Prince created a band with Andre Simone on bass, Des Dickerson on guitar, Gail Chapman and Dr. Fink on keyboards, and Bobby Z on drums. That October, Prince released the album Prince, which reached number 4 on the Billboard Top R&B Black Albums charts and number 22 on the Billboard 200 and went platinum. It contained 2 R&B hits, Why You Want to Treat Me So Bad and I Want to Be Your Lover, which sold more than 1 million copies and reached number 11 on the Billboard Hot 100 and stayed at number 1 for 2 weeks on the Hot Soul Singles chart.
Whenever we get too tied down to anything on earth, be it a name, a body, a lifestyle, that's the road to ruin. When you get too worried about the human body and this lifetime, and you put too much effort in it, in a negative sense, like fighting someone, it just keeps you from your goal.
Yeah.
So.
He went on to achieve critical success with his albums Dirty Mind, Controversy, and 1999. In 1984, Prince became the first singer to simultaneously have a number 1 film, album, and single in the United States with Purple Rain, its soundtrack, and When Doves Cry being the biggest hit single of the year. The album, recorded with his new backing band, The Revolution, spent 6 consecutive months atop the United States Billboard 200 chart and won the Academy Award for Best Original Song Score.
Anything beautiful is worth getting hurt for.
Well, it's very well put.
You know who said that?
No.
Me.
In 1989, Prince was asked by Batman director Tim Burton to record several songs for the upcoming live-action adaptation. Prince went into the studio and produced an entire 9-track album. Batman's soundtrack peaked at #1 on the Billboard 200, selling 4.3 million copies with singles Bat Dance, The Arms of Orion, Party Man, and Scandalous topping charts around the globe. However, Prince had to sign away all publishing rights to the songs on the album to Warner Brothers as part of the deal to the soundtrack.
Is there a huge vault of material that you've created that we've never even heard? And how do you make those choices? Because I'd like to hear everything that you pen. You know, just to hear it.
You would look different when it was finished. It takes a long time. There's a lot of music down there.
Like how many songs?
I have no idea.
Yeah.
I don't go back in time and listen to it like that. I did. I worked on it and brought it as far as I could right then. A lot of it I didn't even finish. You know, a lot of the bootlegs that are out right now, they are unfinished, unmixed. You know, sometimes they change lyrics. And again, you wait until, you know, you find other things to go with it. We live in a singles-driven market, but, you know, I come from the old school making albums, and that's what I'll always do.
After disbanding the Revolution, Prince released his first double LP in 1987, titled Sign of the Times, widely lauded by critics as the greatest work of his career and one of the greatest records in music history. In 1993, in rebellion against Warner Brothers, which refused to release Prince's enormous backlog of music at a steady pace, Prince formally adopted Logo. Hollow circle above downward arrow crossed with a curlicued horn-shaped symbol and then a short bar as his stage name. He explained that he had done it out of frustration because he felt his own name now belonged to the company. On April 21, 2016, at the age of 57, Prince died after accidentally overdosing on laced counterfeit medication at his Paisley Park home and recording studio in Chanhassen, Minnesota. Prince sold more than 100 million records worldwide, making him one of the best-selling music artists of all time. His awards include the Grammy President's Merit Award, the American Music Awards for Achievement and of Merit, the Billboard Icon Award, an Academy Award, and a Golden Globe Award. He was inducted into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame in 2004 and Rhythm and Blues Music Hall of Fame in 2016, the Songwriters Hall of Fame in 2024, and twice into the Black Music and Entertainment Walk of Fame in 2022.
I have nothing else to prove. I feel like the greatest performer that I could have been, and people who love me feel that I was the greatest performer they'd ever seen, so there's nothing left to prove like that.
Our annual student-led, student-written, and student-performed Black History Month program is almost here. On Thursday, February 26th, all THS students will attend the special event as we come together to celebrate Black history, culture, and achievement. We're also honored to welcome distinguished guests and respected community leaders. We're excited to share the results of our staff and students' hard work with you, and we can't wait to see you all there.
The Unity Club invites you to join us for an exciting night of trivia, food, fun, and prizes. Celebrate Black History Month with your friends on Thursday, February 26th from 3:30 to 5 p.m. in the THS Library. It's only $2 a person. You may register individually or as a team. Teams are at a maximum of 4 people. Please remember, all money and registrations are due by February 25th at 3:15 p.m. so we can get the food ordered. Sign up in room 104 with Mrs. Cooper or room 132 with Miss Luna Schatz. We'll be right back here with more right after this brief commercial timeout.
Skylar. Here. Sammy. Here. Timmy. Timmy? Man, I don't know what's going on with him.
Right. Well, I asked her yesterday. Yeah, I asked her yesterday if it wasn't for the social thing, she would.
Hey, what's going on, bud? Have a seat. Buddy, I gotta tell you, I'm a little concerned about your tardies. This is like the 17th time you've been tardy. You realize you're not gonna graduate if you keep missing school. What's going on, bud? Is there something I can help you with?
Your school is here to help. Your attendance matters. Missing just 18 days can set back your ability to graduate.
Oh, hold on. I dropped the paper. Dang it, kids, you know I hate that.
We would like to send out a huge congratulations to Jacob Brinston. Earlier this week, Jacob was featured on WTWO Channel 2 News because he has received something very special. We recently found out that Jacob won the McDonald's Black History Makers of Tomorrow Scholarship. Not only was he featured on WTWO, but he will also be recognized by the Vigo County School Board on March 2nd. Lene Owen won last year, so this marks 2 years in a row that one of our South kids have been awarded this honor. It is a great testament to the amazing kids we have here on the South Side. Congratulations, Jacob, on such a great accomplishment.
Congratulations to seniors Gretchen Poff, Tanner Wilson, and Selma Al-Ghul on their placement in the HOSA competitive event last Friday at Ivy Tech. Senior Tanner Wilson placed in the nursing assistant event, and Selma Al-Ghul and Gretchen Poff placed in the medical math competition. Both these events were difficult, and our Terre Haute South Braves stepped up. Healthcare Clash on the Wabash is sponsored by the West Central Indiana Area Health Education Center and hosted at the Terre Haute Ivy Tech Community College campus each February. This event brings together health career pathways students from 6 schools in the Wabash Valley area to compete in healthcare-related events. Congratulations to all 3 of you.
Bring Change to Mind is back at it again with their 2nd annual prom dress drive. This will take place in 2 stages. Stage 1, they're collecting prom dresses that people would like to donate. They'll take any semi-formal or formal gown as a donation, but they are really in need of dresses sized 14 and up. In Stage 2, they'll be hosting a prom dress giveaway here at Terre Haute South. It will take place on Tuesday, March 17th from 6 to 8 p.m. inside the auxiliary gym. Please contact Mrs. Geller or Mrs. Poole if you need any further information. We'll kick it over to Terrell for What's Up with South Sports right after this look at the weather.
What's up? Good morning. It's time for Rosa Weather. My name is Rosa, and I'm tired, but I'm still here to give you the weather, all right? Because on Friday, we have a high of 47 and a low of 27, and then on Saturday, when we don't have school, because it's a Saturday, we have a high of 41 and a low of 27, and then on Sunday, we have a high of 34 with a low of 23, and then on Monday, when we come back to school, it's a high of 37 and a low of 22. And then on Tuesday, we have a high of 44 and a low of 32. And then finally on Wednesday, we have a high of 43 with a low of 41 with a 67% chance of rain. That's crazy. But look at this. We kind of fluctuate throughout the weather. You know, we start with 47, midway we have 37, and then finally we end up with a 53. At least you can know there's light at the end of the tunnel on this glorious day, Wednesday. But roughly, that's it from me and weather. Back to you in the studio!
Hello everyone, I'm Terrell Butler with a look at your South Sports. This past week was an epic week in sports here at Terre Haute South. Let's start with one of our Terre Haute South coaches. One of our coaches was recognized this week at a completely different school. Coach Cook is our boys and girls wrestling coach. He got a call to return back to his old stomping grounds for a special recognition. Coach Cook is a proud graduate of West Vigo High School. Earlier this week, they honored Coach Cook for being the last Vigo County wrestler to ever win state for any school in Vigo County. This marks the 30th anniversary of this amazing feat. Coach Cook went to state and won for West Vigo back in 1996. He wrestled at 140 pounds and went undefeated with a 34-0 record his senior year. Coach Cook had many South students and friends show up to support him on his big night. Congratulations, Coach Cook. We are all extremely proud of you. Last Friday night was homecoming and a huge night for one of our former Braves basketball players. Craig Porter Jr. graduated in 2018, and that's the last time we won a sectional championship. Craig is one of only 4 players total to ever have their basketball jersey retired in the history of our school. It was standing room only inside our gymnasium as Craig returned for this special occasion.
When you grow up in Indiana, basketball is king. There are cornfields and basketball goals just about everywhere you look. It's a place where Friday nights are magical. The hottest ticket in town is a ticket to your local high school gymnasium, because on Friday nights, that's where the magic moments happen. Every kid dreams about being in that locker room and electrifying their fans on the court.
Forget about the crowds, the size of the school, their fancy uniforms, and remember what got you here. Focus on the fundamentals that we've gone over time and time again. And most important, don't get caught up thinking about winning or losing this game. If you put your effort and concentration into playing to your potential to be the best that you can be, I don't care what the scoreboard says at the end of the game, in my book, we're going to be winners. Okay? All right! Let's go! Let's go! Let me hear it! Go, 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 go!
Every kid dreams about being the next Michael Jordan, the next LeBron James, or even the next Larry Bird. Unfortunately for most kids, it's just that. It's just a dream. However, there are a select few who actually defy the odds and make their dreams come true, which is exactly what happened to a shy kid from the south side of the 812 named Craig Porter Jr.
It was surreal more than anything, just every year, just working and wanting to be better every year is the big thing. I feel like just wanting better for myself and for my family. And I feel like it took a while for me to just understand that the future is bright and I can actually do something. And once I figured that out, the sky was the limit.
Craig was an important member of our last boys basketball sectional championship team in 2018. After graduating from Terre Haute South, he attended Vincennes University. After Vincennes, Craig took his talents to Wichita State University. Craig went undrafted after college, and in 2023 signed a 2-way contract with the Cleveland Cavaliers. Like so many times before, Craig exceeded everyone's expectations and signed a standard contract with Cleveland in early 2024. Along with Brian Evans, they are the only 2 South graduates to ever play in the NBA. That shy kid from the 812 came back last Friday night and brought his high school sweetheart with him, Miss Chloe Mason, to not only watch his jersey get hung from the rafters, but also to say thank you to everyone who helped him along the way and to give back to the kids who play here now.
I get to come back, see the people who encouraged me to be great, and these people supported me all through my high school years, and even now, the support is always there, and I see it never goes unnoticed, and it's big to just be able to give back to them, and show them how much I appreciate it.
He was able to tell his story, and he also brought a little gift for all of our current players. He brought every single player a pair of Donovan Mitchell's shoes.
It feels good, it's like one of those things, it's like you see your idols do it, and then you're like, I'm in that position. It feels good to be able to do it, and it gives the kids inspiration. It makes them want to be better and do the things that they dream of.
After all that, it was finally time to retire Craig's jersey. He and his high school sweetheart, who is now his fiancée, took center court to join 3 other men in the history of our school to have their jerseys retired.
Ladies and gentlemen, if you're not already, get up on your feet. The kid from the 812 is back. Let's hear it for number 2, Craig Porter Jr.
surreal moment. It was almost just as big as, you know, being in the NBA, like playing in my first game. It was just something that, like, a dream come true, honestly. You know, you get to be up there with those other guys that you saw their jerseys while you were practicing, and you were like, oh, I wish I could be one of those, and now I am.
Craig Porter Jr., a shy kid from the 812, made history last Friday night right here on Pat Rady Court. He showed us all that you really can make your dreams come true. Hopefully he and Chloe can someday return to Terre Haute South with their children and say, see that up there, kids? That's Dad's old jersey.
Congratulations, Craig, on this huge milestone in your life. Thank you for taking the time to come back and share your stories and gifts with our current players. It was something they will never forget. Good luck to all of our athletes who are competing this weekend. That's it for me in sports. Back to you in the studio.
Thanks, Darrell. We are wrapping up Winter Homecoming this week, and we'd like to say thank you to everyone who participated in Spirit Days. It's always great to see everyone in the school show off their school spirit. Last week, everyone did a great job during the pep rally and decorating our hallways. This year, our theme was Stranger Things. Today, before we sign off the air, we would like to share the sights and the sounds from this year's Winter Homecoming festivities with you.
Let's meet Queen Kate and more. Kate is a member of the girls' varsity soccer team, FCA club leader, DECA, dance marathon,
That's all we have for today, South. Have a great day, everyone, and please be safe at tomorrow night's Winter Homecoming Dance. We'll see you right back here next time on SBTV.
Your news from the South Side.